Wait.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
Good morning, everyone. I quote here Welcome to Challenges. Look for the opportunities in every situation to learn and grow in wisdom. I feel elated to welcome our head of the institution, Dr. Anand Achari, beloved principal, for this online student induction program 2020. Next, I will extend warm welcome to our lovable Dean Academics. Next, I welcome all the heads of the department, staff members, coordinators, students to this program. Now, I invite our young and energetic placement officer, Mr. Asaruddin, to welcome and introduce our chief guest, Dr. N.C. Shivaprakash, Professor IISC Bangalore, who is going to talk on professionalism and opportunities. Now I invite Mr. Asaruddin to welcome him. Please, sir.
A very good morning to one and all. I feel glad to introduce Professor N.C. Shivaprakash, our today's speaker. Professor N.C. Shivaprakash is from the Department of Instrumentation of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. His field of interests are electronic instrumentation, analytical instrumentation, embedded systems, development of high-pressure DTA and its applications, cryocooler-based cryosorption pumps, conducting polymers, and OLEDs. He was born in the year 1955, and he had his graduation and post-graduation from the University of Mysore. He passed his MSc examination with first rank and has got 5 gold medals in that. He got his PhD degree in the year 1982 from Mysore University. He is a recipient of Young Scientist Award in the year 1983 from the Karnataka Association for Advancement of Science. Over the last 42 years of research career, he contributed substantially by publishing and presenting over 170 papers in reputed international and national journals. He has completed many research and development consultancy projects funded by DRDO, ISRO, Department of Science and Technology, UGC, and CSIR. He has delivered many keynote and invited talks at the international and national conferences. He is a fellow and member of several professional bodies, including the senior membership of IEEE, fellow of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, fellow of Institution of Engineering and Technology, fellow of Instrument Society of India. He is a referee and reviewer of many international and national scientific journals, member of Joint Review Mission of World Bank TechUp projects, mentor and performance auditor of TechUp funded institutions as well. Currently, he serves as the chairman and expert members in various committees of MHRD, AICTE, National Board of Accreditation, NAC, and UGC. He is a member of selection committees of many NITs and universities. He has been serving as a chairman and member of governing councils, Senate, and academic councils of universities and institutions. We are really happy to have such an experienced professor with us to talk about professionalism and opportunities. Sir, we are very much blessed to have you for this session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Asaruddin. Yeah. What is next? Shall I move on or waiting
yes, sir.
for?
Now we request you to start your session, sir.
Yeah, please confirm whether you see my slides.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible, my presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is visible, sir.
So very, very good morning to all of you. My dear Professor Anand, the dynamic leader, Professor Vasanti, the dean, Professor Asaruddin. I call it junior because we had one senior captain of Indian cricket team, and all my dear colleagues at KCET, deans, HODs, faculty members, staff, and particularly today I welcome all the young, my dear students for first year to KCET. So welcome to engineering. You are all going to become professionals. So therefore I thought today I should talk about professionalism and opportunities. Of course, opportunities are plenty as you go along, you can see, but so don't worry about that, it will come in your way. I am very happy that you all joined to a very good institution in the southern part of the Tamil Nadu. So I myself is witnessed that college. I visited a couple of times. I'm there in their academic board. So I will assure you that you will have very great time in the next 4 years to go. So, let me speak about the role of the student, because today is your day. As all of you know, November is a very fantastic month for us, because 7th November, very recently, we celebrated the Sir C.V. Raman birthday. All of you know who Sir C.V. Raman is. I'm going to tell you a couple of incidents about him. Just 4 days ago we had his birthday, so therefore this month is very, very auspicious. And secondly, November is also important for two reasons. One is 14th November is celebrated as a Children Day. All of you are children to your parents, all of you are children to us. So therefore, in advance, very happy Children's Day. All of you know Jawaharlal Nehru said that he likes children so much that he want to celebrate his birthday at 14th November as Children's Day. So all of you are children's. So please enjoy that day and enjoy the session today. And if anything that you need, I think the KCET, Kamaraj College of Engineering Technology, is there with you always. So therefore, the first role of the student is learning, is highest priority. My request to all of you is, the next 4 years, don't even waste 1 second. That's the best part of your career. If you do well in the next 4 years, your 4 years career, life is settled. So therefore, please, don't overwork, do sleep. Let me tell you one story. The story goes like this. As all of you know, that a day has got 24 hours. So not that you should study all the 24 hours. In the lighter way, the two students of KCET from computer science graduated and joined Infosys company. The Infosys company, as you know, is one of the best software company, and they happen to be one girl and boy from Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology. They joined. Of course, they liked each other when they were in college. Even in the job they got in the same place. And after some time, naturally, they decided that they want to get married. Of course, all of you know, in India, getting married is not an easy task. You have to convince your father, mother, uncle, friends, all. So that is the difficulty. So, but finally, I am told that the girl always take the leading thing. She went to his father and said, I like the boy in my office. I want to get married. And the father said, I have no problem, but I want one thing from your boyfriend. He asked, no problem. Shall I call him to my place? No. You get his horoscope. In India, all of you know that in marriages, many people will follow this. And he wanted to know about that boy. Only one thing, they are rich by themselves. They were not interested in money. They were also very well educated, all of them in the family. So finally, they went to an astrologer, asked about that boy. Astrologer, as usual, asked them, what do you want to know about this boy? They said that I want to know how long he is going to live. I don't want anything else. He did some calculation and then said, this boy is going to live for 80 years, 80. So finally, the father was very happy. All the things went off very well. And finally, they get married. The life was very smooth. But unfortunately, at the age of 50, the person dies. So then, they were all very, very furious. The father-in-law went to an astrologer. You told that my son-in-law would be living for 80 years. How come he has died at the age of 50? Then astrologer said, the sometime it's a calculation, sometimes it goes wrong. Of course, he is a person who never got convinced, and he decided to find out an answer for this and finally go to some place where his son-in-law has gone. All of you know that we all go somewhere after that, Swarg or Nark or whatever. So finally somebody will come and take us. According to our mythology, Yamaraja takes him. So finally the father-in-law goes to Yama Loka and asked, why did you take my son-in-law? He was supposed to live for 80 years. Then the Yamaraja said, I don't know. I am not that intelligent. I am not graduated from Kamraj College of Engineering Technology, but one person in our courtyard has graduated from there. His name is Chitragupta. So please go and ask him. So it took out everything. It was not computerized at that time. He took out and find, yeah, he has lived for 80 years. No, I know very well that he died at the age of 50. But he is also a graduate from Kamraj College of Engineering, Chitragupta, with computer science. So he gave an algorithm. The algorithm goes as follows. So he said, your son-in-law was normal. No, he was never abnormal. No, normal according to this algorithm is as follows. A day has got 24 hours, 8 hours you sleep, 8 hours you go to college, 8 hours extracurricular activity and do whatever you want. So your son-in-law was normal from age 1 to 20. So therefore, that 20 year, at the age of 20, he joined the BTech program. It is an autonomous institute, a lot of assignment, a lot of, the work. So finally, he had to work 16 hours a day. So, and again, that he had joined Infosys company after the graduation. There, you don't know what time he goes, what time he comes, and average 16 hours a day he was working. So what he said is, from age 21 to 50, that is 30 years, he has worked doubled. That is 16 hours a day. So that means 30 into 2, which is equal to 60, plus a normal life from age 1 to 20, 60 plus 20 equal to 80. Though physically he died at 50, he has done the work which is equivalent to 80 years. So I told you this story. The learning is something which is lifelong. It never ends. So therefore, you please see that in the next 4 years, you learn as much as you can. A little bit of research. The concept today, as all of you know, that we should do research wherever we are. Whatever research is not about only people who do PhD and only in the areas of the research. I'm today seeing even BTech students have got research capability. Something new idea, new knowledge, new concept. So peer mentoring. What you should be doing is, if you are good mentor, you please mentor. Your friends need some help. Please do that. That's called peer mentoring. Or take mentoring from the 3rd and 4th year. Make some good friends. That is what is important. And you are a reformer. All India is age group. If you look at it, we have large number of youngsters below 35 in the country. So a potential country with a knowledge hub. Therefore, I feel that you are all reformers. And you have to have ethics, professional ethics. Ethics is very important. A little story about Sir C.V. Raman. Just now I told, I will I recollect. He was the director of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore in 1933. First Indian director. Otherwise, we had all the Britishers. And then at the end of his superannuation, he started an institute called Raman Research Institute near Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. And he wanted to take 3 research assistant, advertise thousands of applications. As you know, they are shortlisted. And finally, at the D-Day, the Sir C.V. Raman interviewed 5 people to select the 3. Interview is over. He got selected. At the end of the day, he was coming out of the institute. He saw a boy who attended the interview going out of the gate very dejectedly. He stopped him and asked him, why you are so dejected? Is it because you did not get selected in today's interview? He said, no, sir, I was given a small TADA for attending the interview, and I got some 15 paisa more from the office assistant. I went there to return, and he was not there. Sir C.V. Raman said, all right, if you are in Bangalore, can you come and meet me? So who doesn't like to meet Sir C.V. Raman? So he went there next day at 10 o'clock, and he called that person and settled the account. And he says, yes, you have failed in the physics interview, but you are passed in the honesty. So therefore, I am creating a fourth position, and if you are interested, you can come and join me tomorrow. He got excited. He comes, he joins, he works, and finally, he became a Nobel laureate. All of you know who he is. He is Professor S. Chandrasekhar Chicago, who was an astrophysicist. He got a Nobel Prize for dividing the star into middle, depending upon the size, big star, middle star, and so medium and small. So, but for his honesty, he would not have become the. So, I mean, he would have become, but the honesty has made him to get into Sir C.V. Raman lab, and basically. So, why I told you the story is integrity and ethics are extremely important. Friendship for students are extremely important. Please do have that. I know you still, I remember even though at this age, my classmates, still I call one of my classmates who was there in the high school. So that is my teacher who taught me in the high school, still I remember, because he is the one who we were staying next to in the neighboring house, and he used to take me as a teacher to me to his village. That is the teacher I had in my childhood. So the teacher are important for you, and friends are extremely important. Students should have three qualities. Of course, every human for that matter: humor, humility, and humanism. Mahatma Gandhi himself said once, but for my humor, I would have got suicide long ago. So therefore, keep smiling and make others smile. Humility is very important, is giving credit to others. A chemist called Liebig wanted to invent iodine, but before him, somebody has invented, and he gave all the credit to him. Otherwise, normally generally people say, no, I invented and he got the Nobel Prize, he got the award. So he didn't do that. He gave the credit. The bottle in which he was trying, he wrote iodine and then kept it. So that is, we all should learn how to give credit to others. And humanism is important. Whatever the little that we can do to our friends, to whomever humans, we should do it. Benchmark. Individually, every student should benchmark. What we call benchmarking is very important, and your family will get benefit, your institute will get benefit, India will get benefit, I say Asia will get benefit, and whole world will get benefit. And why only world? Even Mars people will remember you. So therefore, you have your own benchmark and think differently. One more small story. Today, it's an induction program. I've been given a lot of freedom to speak whatever I like to motivate you. So therefore, the story goes again like this. There are 5 great scientists: Aristotle, Einstein, Newton, Heisenberg, and Pauli. Great, people. They all were invited by the Kamraj College of Engineering Technology for an international conference. And in Madurai, the conference was over. At the end of the day, before the dinner, they were all walking around, and a journalist in Madurai caught them and asked a peculiar question. Normally, journalists are like that. The question that is asked by the journalist is very simple. Suddenly, he saw a chicken crossing the road, and he asked the Aristotle why chicken is crossing the road. Aristotle said that is the nature of the chicken. His research is all about understanding the nature. So the next term came the Newton. Newton said if chicken is at rest, it will be at rest. If chicken is moving with velocity, then he said F equal to ma and so on. And third term was our great Einstein. Einstein said, if I don't know whether chicken has crossed the road or road crossed beneath the chicken, depends on frame of reference. Fixed frame, moving frame, theory of relativity. So the beauty is the question is same. The answer that is given by each one of them are different. And the next term was the quantum physicist Heisenberg. He told the chicken was moving with very high velocity. I could not measure accurately. Uncertainty principle. Lastly, Pauli is the one who said, then no, he is the man. When this question was asked, he said, no, chicken has not crossed the road. There is already a chicken on the other side. Because according to all of us know the little chemistry in high school, no two electron can occupy the same energy state. Why I told you this story is to all of you have to think differently than what you are till 12th standard. 10 plus 2, life is over now. Now the next 4 years is very, very, very crucial. Another one or two things I will tell about Einstein while moving. One is all of you are very, very familiar with an equation E equal to mc square. You know E equal to mc square. All of you know what is E equal to mc square. But the challenge Einstein gave to his student is, can you teach E equal to mc square for LKG student? Nobody came forward, but Einstein says it is easy to teach. So he says, children, all of you know the alphabets A to Z. There are 26 in number, and the 5th alphabet is E, which is nothing but energy. Where do you get this energy from? Another alphabet called C, the 3rd alphabet. M is another alphabet M, which is nothing but milk. You drink milk, you get energy. It is not enough. It is not enough or adequate. Therefore, another alphabet called C is there, which is nothing but chocolate. Square they don't understand. He says, eat lot of chocolates, then you get energy. All the LKG students understood the equation E equal to mc square. This is the beauty of a teacher, So therefore, I'm sure that some of you would become teachers at some point of your lifetime. So therefore, this is what you should inculcate. The another thing that you should keep in mind, he was a Professor Einstein. He conducted an exam. Valuation is over. At the end of the exam, one of the students went to Einstein saying that, contesting that he should have got 10 marks, but he got 0. Then he told, so the question number 1 was repeated from last year question paper. And the answer, which I took a senior notes and they wrote the same answer. You gave 10 out of 10 last year to my senior student, and same question, same answer I am writing, you are giving 0. Why? Einstein said, what you say is true. The question that I gave last year, the question that I gave this year, both are same. But the answer that your senior wrote that time was the answer for that question. Science has grown last 1 year. Now today, the answer to the same question is different. Therefore, you got 0. This is how the technology, science, anything in life is moving fast. So therefore, you all have to cope up with this, the speed, very quickly. So the last story I will tell you at the end. Now, today I thought that I should speak to you about what is education, about a couple of minutes, what is industry, and what do they expect from you in the learning, whatever you learn, how does it help and getting a professionalism and getting a job, what kind of a job, where do you end up, what are the technology available, and so on. So to begin with, I will assure you that my talk is, one of the Nobel laureate I remember came to Indian Institute of Science 3 years ago. He said that my talk consists of 3 parts. First part, all of you understand. Second part, some of you understand. Third part, none of you understand. But because that is is a Nobel laureate, as he moved on, it becomes too technical. Therefore, the last part, these people, thousands of people who are attending, general public of all walks of life. So that was the problem. But you have joined engineering, I'm sure that I am not becoming, going to become very technical talk. I will see that every one of you understand, and every of you understand the importance of engineering. So I will, all of you know scientists, engineers, and technologists. Some of you may become scientists, some of you may become engineers, some of you may become technologists, some of you entrepreneur, whatever the life that you like. I will not get into that very definition. You know what science is. Science is all about knowing the, understanding the laws of nature. So it's a fundamental science. Engineering, the example, let me give you. A car that you see on the road will not come unless scientists understand the braking system, air conditioning, and so many others. If you take a car, 1 dozen of microcontrollers are there controlling each part. Therefore scientists are important. Engineer will go to the drawing board designs, and finally the technologist brings the car onto the road. So therefore the scientists are important, engineers are important, technologists also are important. So the general slogan is scientists won't read and engineers won't write. But I'm sure that as a student, all of you have to read and all of you have to write. Without that, how to write a good technical paper, how to write the good, how to read the technical paper is important in engineering, which I possibly will come little later. So today, all of us are going through last 8 months, COVID. COVID, according to me, is a different terminology. COVID, I call it as create opportunity for victory in disaster. Yeah, Azharuddin? Hello? Okay, okay. Okay. Just 1 second. I was advised to go to slideshow. Is it all right? One of you respond. Is it visible? Host? Hello? See, one of the hosts should respond. Excuse me? Azharuddin? Unless you respond, I don't know whether all of you are hearing me or not. Can one of you respond, please? Host?
Sir, it's
Hello?
visible. Sir, visible, sir. Sir, it is visible.
No, why is he phoning? No, Azharuddin, don't phone. Talk on this phone. No, can you?
Sir, it is visible, sir.
Now visible. No, you're muted. Okay, thank you. Who responded?
Sir, Praveen.
Thank you, Dr. Praveen. So COVID, according to me, is, can you see all of you? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Very
Everything
good.
is good.
Thank you very much. Create opportunity for victory in disaster. And also all of us are familiar with before Christ, after Christ, BC, but today my definition is before Corona and after Corona. Let me spend 1 or 2 minutes about education. All of you know education 1.0 is all mere lecturing, teacher centric. About 30-40 years ago, the lecturing was mere, just teacher centric. They used to teach whatever they want to give whatever the kind of, but that is all over now. Now in the education 2.0 itself, you see internet came into being in 90s and open source and learning has become internet enabled. The third version of our education was knowledge. Education should give you knowledge. So therefore, it has started becoming envisaging knowledge producing education. And today in the education 4.0, it is innovation producing. So all students have to be innovative in learning. All teachers have to be innovative in teaching. Everything that we do is important. That is KSA. Knowledge alone will not take you anything. K is knowledge. S is skill. As an engineer, professionalism, you have to acquire the skill. I will tell you in a minute what are those. And A is attitude. Attitude is important for engineering. So this you should do. So like education, can you see now industry 4.0 slide? Praveen? So industry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry for bother. Industry also has moved from 1.0 to 4.0. Industry 1.0 is all about, as you know, long ago in 18th century, we used to produce the machine which are either powered by water or steam, very primitive ones. Later, after Second World War in 1940, 45, the beginning of this, we started seeing Industry 2.0, where mass production started. Railway engines started coming on the track and so on. And in the 3.0, electronics and IT further made autonomous production. So you can see a lot of automations everywhere, booking the airline to anything that you see have become automated because of electronics and IT. And today in the Industry Revolution 4, all the things are based on cyber physical system. Everything, things IoT they call Internet of Things. So everything can be connected to the through internet. So that I think possibly at the end of the time, if a time permitting, 5 minutes I'll spend on these technologies. So this is how. So therefore, now for all of you in the next 4 years, you must get ready to be ready for. So AICT, is a regulatory body for all of you. Induction program is the first for student which you are going through this next 2 weeks. Curriculum revision, of course, you have to be abreast, and I'm sure that KC is being an autonomous, they are doing. Training the faculty is there in Swayam, and why not? Even students are now have a platform in AICT called Swayam platform, where good lecturing from IIT professors, NIT professors are available. You also can go through, and internship, definitely down the line in 3rd year, 4th year, you will go through industry, learn something, because you have to be industry ready. Then 4th, examination reforms and online, you will be ready. Conventional exams are going away because of the pandemic. Next, through 3 years, you have to have blended mode, or what we call it a flipped classrooms and so on. And the examination can be online. If not fully blended mode, they will be using. I think the students, all of you have to get adapted to this. And innovation and startups are going to be. I'm going to say a few words later. All of you are innovative in your own way. So you should make your own group there, and see that at the end of the 4 years, something that you have learned, you can innovate, can come out with product, and so on. That today there are 5 P's which I will talk about later in my part. And accreditation, institute bothers. Accreditation institute will not get unless all of you participate. So their outcome-based education, I will spend 5-10 minutes with all of you, say what is expected in the student-centric in the next 4 years, what you also can contribute in making the learning more comfortable at you. So now, therefore, your day starts after the induction. So how do you plan to study the course? You have to plan yourself. Each course, theory or practical, internship or project, any activity, co-curricular, extracurricular, or curricular, everything you take it very seriously, because good start is important. Without good start, as you know, even in Olympic, if you want to run 100 meters, swimming or even normal one, even if you are delayed by 0.1 second, you lose the medal. So therefore, again, time and again, I say your next 4 years is important. Quality of education is important. I'm pretty sure that Kamraj College of Engineering Technology will give everything possible in the next 4 years for you to make your career. The Sir C.V. Raman said long ago, I quote, students of today are being taught by teachers of yesterday with curriculum which is of day before yesterday. So now teachers have to be today, curriculum has to be today's one, and students also. So everything should sync. Like in your mobile phone, the Gmail that you have, the moment a mail is sent is synced, and you can see. So syncing is very important. I'm sure that the teachers, you and the institute will sync each other point. So learning and retention is an important component in your life. So one of the research says, if you want to learn, there is a passive learning and active learning. And passive learning is all about lecturing. Therefore, what I am trying to say in the beginning, upfront, what you do, learn in the class is not everything. So that is according to the research. It is retention is important. You may hear for 1 hour, how much you retain is important. If you just listen and then leave it there, you can retain only 5%. So therefore, you have to take these, with further, with few more things like reading. So if you read whatever you study in the day, if you go back and read, then it will make you retain 10%. Audio visual, today are plenty, so things are there, so that will enhance your attention to 20%. Demonstration, this is what you do in the lab, in various other mini projects and so on, that will make you to retain 30% of your engineering. Group discussion, extremely important. Make your own coherent groups, peer groups, the seniors, junior, or within the junior, fast learner, slow learner, whatever the group discussion will make you retain 50%. Practice for doing, this is practical, very, very important in engineering. So therefore, that will make you finally, the theory that you learned, if you go to your lab and perform experiment, you can retain, understand, and 75%. teaching with others. You don't believe, I used to enjoy teaching even when I was in 8th standard. I used to teach my own classmate in the evening. So this is how I become it become a fashion to me. So teaching others in not necessarily a formal class, that will enhance. So therefore, what this slide is trying to tell you is, learning is not just go sit in the class for 24 hours a week. No, we have to add up to that with the rest of the time with these ingredients. So therefore, let me tell you that outcome-based education is what you are expected. Is what before that, let me tell what an engineer is. According to me, an engineer is has to do or has to characterize or has to have 4 qualities. One is engineering, as all of you know, is for learning. Without that, there is no engineering. So all the 40 courses that you study in 4 years, you learn something. And engineering is more about doing, practice, practice, practice. Coding or here, doing, all these things are important. Take some case studies. Always I keep telling, if you know how to, in a computer science fellow, how to write a program in C language to find out an area of circle, he cannot get a job. You have to go much, much behind. Engineering is for living, self-esteem. You should be proud, alumni of KCET. Your parents should be saying, I have joined my wards at a good college. College will get name. So therefore, good living, that is important. And engineering is for society. Sir C.V. Raman, Saram Visheshwaraya, today all of us are remembered a great civil engineer in the country. So therefore, the thing is, you should learn, you should do, you should live, with the self-esteem, and you should do something for society wherever you are, private, public, and entrepreneur. So therefore, the philosophy of outcome-based education is that Kamraj College of Engineering Technology has got a vision, because all of India has a vision, USA has a vision, NASA has a vision, ISRO has a vision. 2 days ago, we sent C-49, with 4 satellites. You remember 2 years ago, we sent 104 satellites in one launch, of which 96 happened to be from USA. That is great. India is about. India in ISRO, that how much we have achieved last 40, 50 years. We are in the nuclear club, atomic energy. We are in the space club. So therefore, Kamraj College of Engineering has got a vision. Vision is, I want to become a top 10 in the country or top 5 in the Tamil Nadu. That is a vision. How do we achieve? Through missions they have there. So why I'm saying is, as a student, you also should get to know. You go around in the corridor, you see missions are written. So therefore, you are also a main stakeholder to contribute. So therefore, each program, some of you are in civil, mechanical, electrical, computer, each program has got objective, educational objective. Please contribute towards this. So these are all very broad statements. Vision is a broad. I want to become top 10, 20 in the country is a broad, but how to achieve is through mission is again broader. And educational objectives are also broad. So therefore, there are graduate attributes or program outcome and program specific outcomes. So therefore, the accreditation is a process in which a college, whether a quality is attained, and all of you should be very happy that the Kamraj College of Engineering Technology is accredited by National Board of Accreditation and also by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, Bangalore, and both the accreditation they have got. Very good college that you should be proud of. So therefore, each program, let's say you are in civil, mechanical, electrical, there are program outcomes. All of you know, as an engineer, you should know engineering knowledge. This is what you do in your first year. Physics, chemistry, mathematics, engineering, general science, electronics, little electrical, whatever they teach, they are all towards the engineering knowledge, drawing, etc. So as an engineer, the second graduate attribute, problem analysis. As an engineer, you should be able to analyze the problem and also design problem and develop some solutions and investigate the complex problem, case studies, so that is what you will be learning in the next 4 or 5 years. Modern tools, everything cannot be in our Kamraj College of Engineering Technology. So therefore, you need to go to industry, internship, industry visit, Thereby you see many modern tools, software or hardware. So these 5 red ones are extremely important. At the end of 4 years, even beyond, you must, again I repeat, should get acquainted, learn these things, namely engineering knowledge, problem analysis, design and development, investigation, and complex problem model. In addition to this, being there in next 4 years, we should actually do acquire acquaintance with these graduate attributes. Engineering and society, formally they may not teach you any formal course, but the kind of a project that you do, the kind of internship, mini project, environment, sustainability, ethics. I already told you the story. This is what you have to inculcate. Individual and teamwork. Individually, you should excel, and you should know how to work in a team. The project, for instance, 4 of you would join in third, fourth year and do some project. Their individual capability, each one is good in something. All of you, 4 of you, 100 man hours, 400, you can come out with something good project. I will talk about that little later if time permits. Communication is important, one of the soft skill, which I will also is extremely important. You should know how to communicate in writing and reading and so on. Project management and finance little bit is required, because you claim that I have developed something which is low cost. How do you estimate what is the all these minimum things that you should be learning? I am sure that there will be a course which will get. Lifelong learning is is no formal course. The teachers will make you learn everything, because the future is going to be a job that you join. Like us, we don't. I'm here in last institute, 38 years in Indian Institute of Science. You may not have that opportunity later. You may have to move from place to place every 5 years, from different industry to industry. So you should know how to adapt flexibly. You should learn. So learning, you learn in the class, assessments, they will assess you, and then outcome. Let me tell you about outcome. See, learning, as all of you know by now, is nothing but acquiring the new knowledge. 4 years of engineering will give you new knowledge, new behavior, new skill, new values, new understanding. What is good learning? Good learning is all about when a learner, like students of you, like you, are clear about what they should be able to do at the end of each learning, at the each end of class, end of unit, end of semester, end of first year, end of fourth year. You must assess yourself: what have I learned, what do I do, where it is useful, and so on. Okay, so therefore the outcome, now today, as a teacher, they are also learner. So Bloom, I will just tell you about 2-3 minutes quickly, so that in the next 4 years, the education that takes place there will all about the outcome. What is it? Outcome. Let me tell you, output is like placement. I got a job in some company where I go in the morning, I do some small work and come, is out. Placement is output. Employability is outcome. Good job, poor job, domain job, they are all employability. So therefore, I want most of you to be employable rather than getting some job, some company where you go and do some whatever they say. Bloom taxonomy. Bloom is a great man who said that learning takes place in 3 domains: cognitive domain, affective domain, psychomotor. So all the engineering that you are going to go through in the next 4 years will all come under cognitive. So what he said, Bloom, was there are 6 levels in which you learn from first year to fourth year when you are doing. Some of them in the first year, you do some concepts, that is remembering. First law of thermodynamics, you have to remember. There is no shortcut. The second one is, having remembered this concept, you have to explain, that is understand level. So having remember and understand, you need to apply. I'll call you. I'm in a meeting. Can I call you after? I will look at it. Understand. The third level is, having understood the concept and explain, you should apply that to the new situation. After having applied, you have to analyze for connect these ideas, and finally evaluate, justify your design, justify your decisions, and so on. And finally creativity, that is a new original work, your project, new idea, new innovative idea. So therefore, in the next 4 years in your career, the course, theory, lab, practical that you do, internship, anything that you do, you will be learning in different stages. In remember, some this is called the very famous Bloom cognitive domain. Now, so therefore, the learning definitely will promote the existing knowledge will be activate your new knowledge. I'm sure that in the next 4 years, you will all of you get some new knowledge. How do we get this new knowledge? If you get new knowledge, that's not enough. Therefore, as I already told you, that you need to demonstrate and you need to apply. You need to integrate with the real time. So you have to do some case studies and so on. So therefore, you will be learning in the next 4 years. The learning is not just, I told you, engineering is not just learning alone, doing self-esteem and society. Therefore, learning today, the paradigm shift. You are learning now, the teaching methods have changed. Whatever you learned 10+2, now you have to adapt yourself in the next 4 years differently. The teaching in engineering is problem-based, project-based, hands-on learning based, experiential learning based, internship. Some of the things you go to industry learn. Flipped classroom. Everything will not happen 10 to 5, beyond 5, Saturday, Sunday, go to library. This is blended mode. There are MOOCs and Swayam. So I just listed some of them. Co-curricular also is an experience which you learn. Tech fest that you do, cultural program that you do, everything. And lastly, I want to emphasize that learning is peer. Think, pair, and share. Like-minded people in your first year become a group of 3-4, where as a pair you can share your ideas, you can think, and then you can participate in active and cooperative learning. So this is very important. Please don't be alone. If you are little slow in your study, also don't worry. Go with good friends. Each one of you can learn and part. This is called peer instruction or peer mentoring, which I told you that students should. So therefore, I'll skip some of them because they are not very important. So this is what I was mentioning. There is a vision. It is a dot, mission, PO, CO. So therefore, everything that you do in next 4 years, everything finally to the vision of Kamaraj College of Engineering. So Einstein, what he used to say is, I never try to teach my student anything. All that they do now, Kamaraj College, is they will teach, but they will create an ambient environment where they can learn. So learning takes place in many, many ways. Okay, so therefore, be ready. 10+2 era is over. Now, when you move to the engineering, written exams, conventional exam, what you have today, all will become coursework. They will say, you do this assignment, more assignment. And, assessment, there are formative, and another one is called summative. Summative is 3 hours final exam. Formative is all your test, quiz, assignment, and all those things. So therefore, written exams slowly will become coursework. Tutor-led assessments will become student-specific assignments they will give. Implicit, what you call, become explicit. Competition, what you are saying till 12th standard, will become collaborations. You have to collaborate. Product assessment will all become process. The process is very important for all of you. Objectives is very broad, will all become outcomes. Each day that you learn, you yourself should be able to quantity. Content is what becomes competencies. You must do a project where I know, at the end of 4th year, your CV, your profile, your biodata, I know this tool, I understood this. This is where I fit into this company. This is what the opportunity it creates. So therefore, while studying next 4 years, there is a training and placement center. There is a career guidance cell. They will guide you. They will tell you what you are good in, where you want to go, that you should. Course assessments all become modular assessment. So therefore, innovative learning, all of you that you will be following next 4 years is problem solving sessions will be there. Tutorial they will conduct. Open discussions will be there in the tutorial. Students should participate. Acquaintance with the real world. Case studies they will take and explain. They will give you some mini project you should explore. Cooperative learning, I already told you. Each one of you as a group, 3-4 of you, like-minded people can come together and learn. Project-based learning. Any learning, they will try to give you every year some mini project. Do that and learn the engineering. Student presentation is important. Communication skill, which I will talk about little later. So therefore, The education that you get next 4 years at Kamraj will lead you to 4 important things. Number 1, knowledge. 2, know-how. 3, wisdom. 4, character. Know-how is to understand the basic principle with formal, informal, the tech fair, all the co-curricular, extracurricular. Know-how. To do things rightly, you should learn in the next 4 years. In the next 4 years, to set a priority to work. This is my, strong area where you are good. That you should find out. Next, after this, you should be to make trustworthy and respectful member of the self-esteem. You should be a proud member of Kamraj College of Engineering. So again, coming back, I told you in the first slide, education 1.0 has moved to 1.40, 4.0. 4.0, what is expected today is, as all of you know, you are going to learn, in 4.0 in the following way. What is that? It is flexible. You are autonomous institute. Be proud of 500 colleges in Tamil Nadu. Only, not all of them are autonomous. So therefore, you are in a college which is autonomous. Be proud. They have academic bodies. They have academic council, governing bodies, different forums where curriculums are revised regularly. So cope up with that. So flexible curriculum, tailor-made curriculums will be taught to you. You are blessed. Treat them as individual with different interests. Lifelong learning, as I told you, in the next 4 years, don't say somehow I completed BTech. No, I want to build up a career out of this. So therefore, all of you, I want to say that you should shift to online and blended, because last 8 months you have seen how difficult the country and the world is facing. Flipped classrooms will be there. Even later in the next month, split classrooms. Split means 60 students. The UGC says 50% can come Monday, other 50 on Tuesday. So 60 class may become 30. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 30 students may come. Another 30 may come on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So this is what we call it as split classroom, charter semester. 4 months may be condensed to 3 months. You should be prepared for that. So therefore, finally, you have to have an innovative way of learning. So what is expected today in Industry 4.0, some of them are critical thinking. Everything that you think, please think critically. Everything don't accept without understanding that. Now problem solving is important. Difficult, but don't give up. Please. Reasoning. Anything that you do without reason, don't accept. That is not science, that is not engineering. Creativity. Try to create yourself whatever you are good in. Imagination. Extremely important. Okay. So innovation. You have to be innovative in your learning. Entrepreneurship. Today is all about entrepreneurship. Government job may not be there. You have to, you may go and work for 5 years, learn something, go and start your own startup, give jobs to other 2, 3, 4, 5 people. This is called entrepreneurship. So this is where we are moving towards. So therefore, they may use, while doing that next 4 years, smart learning management system. They use some platform where you also should, as a teacher, students also should become familiar with this learning management system. Whether it is a Google Meet, whether it is a Google G Suite, whether it is a Moodle, whatever the platform, Microsoft Team, whichever they use in Kamraj College Engineering Technology, you should also quickly get acquainted with. So therefore, the 9 trends in future for all of you going to be diverse time and place. Today, I'm in Bangalore giving a lecture to you. You are listening wherever you are in Madurai or college or somewhere. So this is called diverse place. Diverse time, a person from USA may be talking in the morning, their time. For us, it will be evening. So therefore, this is going to be the future. Personalized learning. Each one, the teacher, they will make all effort to find out your strong points, your weak point. Don't feel weak point is to make you learn and then plug in. Then only you will be able to cope up. So free choice. You are an autonomous. So you have later when you go 3rd, 4th year, you can get interested in some area, take some electives, professional electives in those areas. Project-based learning is what you are going to adopt. Field experience, internships, industry visits, data interpretation, please do learn. Analysis is very important for engineering. Exams, I already told you, will change. You may have to get adapted to online exam also. Student ownership, own it. You should be the owner. You are the proud members of the Kamraj College of Engineering. Mentoring will become more important for teachers, and peer mentoring becomes important for you as a tool. I'm going to, I'm not going to the details of this slide. You know that, which I will talk about this slide in the next 3, 4, 5 minutes. So my advice to all of you is go to AICTE site, All India Council for Technical Education, where you see so many platforms. Atal platform, Arpit platform, NEET. NEET is a platform, National Education Alliance Technical Education, where you have virtual experiments are there. Industries have confirmed. They have put in a lot of experiments. Your teacher will guide you how to use this platform. Swayam, Prabha, Swayam are there, where your college will provide you all the facility. Please go and learn. Even if you go 3rd and 4th year, you can learn some international Coursera. Coursera is a USA-based online learning. Today you can learn whatever you want, wherever you are, and you can get expertise. So therefore, these are the platforms that you should, and of course, now it may be very early, but I want to tell you that lab, if this continues, you may have to do virtual lab. So all IITs, College of Engineering, Pune, etc., some institutions, they have created, even NITs, NIT Surathkal, NIT Tirji, they have virtual lab. If not all 12 experiment in your class, at least 6, 7, 8 they are there. Teachers will help you to create 3, 4 with your help. So now please learn so that later you can get adapted to virtual lab also, partly. Not that everything can be learned in virtual world. You have to do many things in the. So again, I repeat, the industry expects you complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, etc., to the negotiation, cognitive flexibility. Let me spend 5-10 minutes about technology. So either to what I told is all about what you do in the class, what you do in the tutorial class, what you do in the lab, what you do in your presentations in TechFest. You also cultivate the quiz. Some of you are good in quiz, some of you are good in play, some of you are good in whatever you're good in. You go and present papers in the national, some inter-college competition. So there are societies. College has created each department society, civil, mechanical, electrical, computer. So please do participate in professional bodies. IEEE, Institute of Engineers and Electrical and Electronics Engineers. CSA, CSI, Computer Society of India. ASME, American Society for Mechanical Engineers. American Society for Civil Engineers. So many societies are there, ISTE, IATE. So therefore, I am sure that Kamraj College of Engineering will have the student chapters of these major professional bodies. So become the members of the professional body. Do participate, do learn from others and make others learn from you. So this is all what now technology driven, no technology can replace the teacher. Teachers are important, but teachers have to get adapted to technology. So therefore, as a student, you need also to. So let me spend another 5-10 minutes about this before opening for some discussion. IT plus IT equal to IT. Mathematically, this is not a correct equation. You know that IT plus IT is equal to, should be, 1 second. I'm in a meeting. I'll tell you after 10-15 minutes. So what I meant IT plus IT equal to IT is information technology yesterday plus information technology today equal to information technology tomorrow. So what yesterday, today, tomorrow is what I meant by TTT, that IT plus IT. So we have crossed 20 years ago information technology. Today, biotechnologies are there. We are now in the vaccine region where even for COVID, we are trying to find out through this biocon or the biological experiment, bioinformatics. As an engineer, there is a potential. One of our students was a biologist, has become a computer scientist. Now boundaries will go across the, the new education policy envisages by the time 4 years, you should be interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary. So you should get into that. GT is about geoinformatics. So therefore, now in future, the areas will become nanoscience and engineering, where electronics, physics, chemistry, mechanical, everybody is required. Earth science, neuroscience, biologists are required, physicists are required, computer science are required. So people generally say, if you want to do academics, go to America. If you want to be adventurous, you go to Australia. If you want to be innovative, be in India. If you want to become more innovative, be at KCET, Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology. So today research is tomorrow's technology. So as you know, in the country, we are mainly based on agriculture. Health sector is very important for us. We are lagging. Infrastructure, climate. This is where the technology is very useful. I will talk about that little later. So therefore, the project that you will be doing, please try to take some of them are society. I told you, graduate attributes. One of them is, society and sustainability and engineering. So you can take some projects in this area, if not all. So therefore, all of you have to change yourself. Professionalism means attitude. So I told you, now by end of 4 years, you have knowledge, you have skill, you have attitude, aptitude. Attitude will take you, that is mindset. I can do, can do attitude should come amongst yourself. So readiness of students for making the shift. All of you have to completely change from annual exam once a year. You be ready, 1 week before the exam, you read and score will not help. Now it is going to be continuous evaluation. So therefore, each day is important for you in the next 4 years. So I give one practical example. All of you know flow, water flows, or liquid flows. So therefore, there are 3 different types of flow. One is laminar flow. Second one is boundary flow. Third one is turbulence. Isn't it? So you have seen this. So some of you can adapt quickly without much problem. You become, laminar. But those who are in boundary, they have some hurdles, because adapting one annual exam into a semester exam first year will have to adjust. So you are in a boundary country. Some of them are turbulent. You think that, oh, every week there is a test and all that, but that is good for you. Continuous evaluation, you learn at the end of the first year that I think this is the best way of learning, rather than learning everything and doing 3 hours at the end will not make us learn. So therefore, if you are in turbulence, go to boundary. If you are in boundary, go to laminar. I would expect all the 4 of you, 4 years, at the end of the 4 years, all of you should become a laminar flow. Now, in management, there is one slogan in 1980. Anything that we learn, either it's called VUCA, that is volatile. Anything that I study, chemistry, is all evaporating. Uncertain. So your learning becomes uncertain. Opportunities becomes, you have to be in a competitive world. So complex and ambiguous. So next 4 years, you feel sometime, volatility, uncertainty, complex nature, and ambiguous. But you have to find an answer. The answer is from the reverse direction. That is A, accept, adapt, agree, and try to avoid, get away with. Collaborate. C is for collaboration. I told you collaboration and cooperations are important. And next one is unified as a teamwork. And finally you become victorious. So though there is a problem of UKA in learning, I am sure with the technology that you have, teachers that you have in Kamaraj College of Engineering, all of you will come out with flying colors. So again, in the engineering, there are 5 important P's. First P is problem. So create your own. It will be problematic. Problems, God will not give problem without solution. So therefore, problem, you're problem solver. You are a problem solver as an engineer. Second concept that you should have, second P is project. Try to do some project in second year. And by the time that you come to third, fourth year, it becomes a product. And fourth P, you try for some patent. If not all, wherever some of you can. And finally, another last P is placement. So keep these 5 in mind: problem, project, product, patent, placement. Very important. These 5 P's will make you a good engineer. So therefore, your ideas that you have, start at the second year itself. Don't go to the 8th semester and do your project. So if you want really think of product, patent, you please, the college is going to create all the ambient. They will create certainly a environment where the like-minded people can come together and then do something. Startups are going to be the order of the day. Each one of you try to become group of people where you can think of some start. Not that everyone can start up, but you can be a member of the startup company. So failure is bound to be there. Don't worry about the failure. ISRO, when they sent a first satellite, I still remember read in a newspaper, SLV, sea launch vehicle, PSLV, permanent sea launch vehicle. But today, you know that how successful we are. So failure according to be FAIL, first attempt to improve learning. So therefore, don't worry about failure. There is no failure. Failure only makes you learn. Technologies are there, as I told you, and today e-convocation, and all those. So startup, I will just spend 2 minutes. So any idea that you have in second year, this idea should be converted to a project to be a product, then incubate. You have to make a prototype. That is where your startup. I am sure that the college also will spend time and energy with all of you. They locate the good project. At the end of the second year, I'm sure that they will have some innovative way of finding out from innovative projects. And these innovative ideas, if that can be converted into project, out of some 100, if 10 ideas are there, 5 product can come out, 1 or 2 patent comes out. So startups itself has beautiful concept. First, yes, startups have to be successful. How can they be successful? With a T, technology. I will talk about in a minute or two. Technologies are very important. So another A is agility. You have to be fast today. You have to move quickly. Things are moving faster. I told you the story of Einstein. The answer that your senior wrote, if he writes, he got 0 instead of 10. Things are moving. Science is growing fast. Engineering is going fast. Another 4th letter of the startup R is re-engineering. All of you know where Korea is, where Japan is. So therefore, tinkering lab is what they will create in Kamaraj College of Engineering, where spend time and learn. Next is T for team. Group of yours can make, even you can think of 4th year student, 3rd year student, 2nd year student, 1st year student can come together. That is also a good idea. At least 2nd, 3rd, 4th year can come together and do something. U is unique approach. If startup has to be successful, it has to be a unique. P is persistence. I told you, you have to have this persistence. You can't expect everything in one day. Yes, last yes is also important. Take up some societal. I told you agriculture, health, climate, infrastructure. So something, some area which will have more impact. So there are venture capital, startups you can do. Government of India has got Atal, DST has got incubation things. So I'm sure that the college will provide you all platform for you to take up. Students, startups are, I like at the end of 4 years, some of you can start up and give job for others. So technology, all of you are very familiar with artificial intelligence, familiar with terminology. I know next 4 years, certainly you will get into one of these and become more focused, do your project in that area, learn something in that, learn some professional elective so that you can seek a job. You can say that I'm good in this, like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, robotics, cyber security, data science, quantum computing, 3D printing, blockchain, augmented reality, virtual reality. So one example, artificial intelligence that I can give in education, personalized learning can be done through artificial intelligence. Proctor-based examination can be done through AI. If you go to medical, today surgeries are done through artificial, robots with AI. And diagnosis they are using AI. So genetic engineering will be useful, which if you have biotechnology department, that will be more appropriate. 3D printing is all about additive manufacturing. So rapid prototype, automatic, this is all there. Mechanical, electronics people can come to proof that. Augmented virtual realities, if you want to do an experiment in real time. Few days ago, IIT Madras has done, AI based the convocation, where though you did not go physically, they created your photographs, virtually, by using AR and VR, and a guest, the director of the institute has given a medal to those students. So therefore, the future, this is all possible. Some projects of this you can take up when you go to third and fourth year. Autonomous vehicle, driverless vehicle, electric vehicle, if not driverless in India because of the traffic we have, the electric vehicles are important. Batteries, electrical bus will come, electric cars are coming, electric charge stations are coming. Please do work on that. Hyperloop, I read about a month ago in Japan. Now underground, people can go much faster than the air. They could go in 10 minutes, 500 kilometers. Hyperloops are there in Japan, and now they want to create even in India in the next 5-10 years. India has a lot of potential in smart cities. Civil engineers, be it civil engineers in roads, infrastructure, communication is required. Computer science people, electronics people, IT people. So smart India, 100 smart cities, they need every engineer. So therefore, future is very bright for all of you. Lot of opportunities. So therefore, my message is future of India is made in India has gone now. Make in India. New foreign investment will come. Job creations will be done. You have to be good. You make money. Give part of your profit to the foreigners. So digital India, you are already started seeing. You don't know how to live without mobile. Everybody is empowered. Governance, e-governance, e-commerce, everything. You don't even go to bank today. You don't even go to railway station to book your ticket. So therefore, let me say a few things before I end. Soft skills are important. So therefore, soft skill means communication skill, teamwork, time management. I spoke about communication skill, seminar that you give, project presentation that you do, tech fest that you do. Please cultivate each one of you. Please speak out. Try to speak everything in this. You know your mother tongue very well, I know, but try, if you want to interact with external world, you need a communication language, English. Please become, this. This is important. I'm sure that the curriculum they have embedded in Kamaraj College of Engineering. Teamwork, definitely you can, as peer mentoring, as a project group, you can do. Time management is important. Do things at the right time. No point in taking a ticket when train is left. No point in regretting, oh, I should have done better. Too late. Please do your time management very well. Training versus informing. They say in Germany, engineers are trained. In India, engineers are informed. Please, we are also good now. Of course, I seen in Berlin, Germany, I saw 2 students doing a project. I asked why. No, we have 12 experiments. We can do whatever we like. Of course, in India it's difficult because of the number game, but I'm sure that some kind of flexibility Kamraj College of Engineering Technology will give you, and you should try to train yourself rather than inform. Internship is going to be very important. Please, in the second year, try to do what you like and try to go to some industries of your choice. Personality development is important. That is where that takes you to the employability. No shortcut, please. No shortcut at all. Next 4 years. So, one company I visited about 2 years ago when I went to NIT Surat for academic audit, which is NIT Surat. One of the alumni is there as a director there. He took me to that company. It's very difficult to go to diamond company. They don't allow easily. I saw a board there. I am nothing, but I can do anything. This is the owner of the company. He met us at the end of the day for 15 minutes, and his education is 7th standard. Only 7th standard. At the age of 12, he walked out from the home because they were pestering that you study. But today, you go and see a diamond company owner he is. The average salary in that company for a technician is 2 lakhs. Even Indian Institute doesn't have those technologies. Because diamond, if you can cut it properly, the value is more. You must have seen 3 years ago in the newspaper that the owner has given, if you don't have a house is given Deepavali. Diwali is coming next. Of course, this time there is no Deepavali because of COVID. He gave next year, those who don't have the site, plat, he gave the plat. So that kind of a person. So therefore, that is called entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurs, definitely, everybody need not seek a job. You can give a job. Future is going to be multidisciplinary and multitasking. You should do many tasks. I have, next 3 days I have a test, I will be reading, I will not do anything. No, you have to slice your time. Time management is important. Try to mingle with people of across the discipline. And finally, I'm very happy to have addressed you to all your young minds today. Thanks to Professor Anand, Professor Vasanti, Professor Azharuddin, and Professor Praveen, and all the people. So I take this opportunity to thank them profusely. And I end with wishing all of you to have a very great career. I'm sure that you will excel. So therefore, to achieve quality, all the students who have joined together today, they need to work together. They have to tolerate the difference because you are from different strata. Respect the views of each one of your friends in the first year. Because all the students whom they are there, I don't know the number, 500 or 600, none of you are as smart as all of you together. So all of you today, in the next 4 years, I'm sure, take Kamraj College of Engineering Technology to a greater height. By taking that college to a greater height, you are also going along with that to the greatest height possible. So thank you all for listening to me, and I thank you, and I now open up for discussion if any. Over to MC, Dr. Azharuddin.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is
Thank
an
you. Sorry,
announcement
madam,
for.
your name, I didn't get your name,
I am
please.
Dr. Kailvili. I am Dr. Kailvili.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. So there is an announcement for the students, sir.
Yeah, please do that.
Thank you, thank you, sir. Feedback link will be posted. Students are asked to post your feedback in the link.
In the chat box, 1 or 2 of them can send and ask question if they want, 1 or 2.
Students,
Quick.
if you have questions, you can make use of the
Put it in
chat box and type it. 1 or 2 questions. You can ask 1 or 2 questions in the chat box.
Questions, feedback, quick ones. Yeah.
If you have any queries, you can ask.
Dr. Anant is around? No.
Yes, sir. He's watching in the students' link, sir.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Vasanti?
Yes, sir. Ma'am is
Welcome.
also there watching in the students' link.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, if they can give you feedback anyway, so let them give. Thank you once again, every one of you, for your patience. So, wish you all once again a very happy time at Kamraj College of Engineering Technology, and subsequently have a great career. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Mr. Pradeep Kumar to propose vote of thanks.
Good morning, all. I take this opportunity to propose word of thanks. I hope today's session was useful and informative. I thank the resource person, Dr. N.C. Shivaprakash, Professor IISC Bangalore, for giving us the wonderful session on different topics like role of a student, education 4.0, learning from it, innovative learning, and so on. Thank you, sir. I extend my thanks to coordinators and all the members of SIP. Last but not the least, I thank all my dear students who participated actively. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice day.
Good. Thank you. So, can I sign out with the permission of all of you?
Yes, sir.
Can I leave the
Yes, please.
studio?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for
Thank you. Thank
coming.
you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye
Take care,
bye.
sir. Bye.